I think we can all agree that we want to punch the Wii U in the face. As of the recent Nintendo Direct, I feel like we're all thinking the same thing. Are Mii's finally making a comeback? With the unexpected announcement of Nintendo Switch Sports, a Wii Sports remake, all Mii fans alike are beyond excited to see that Nintendo is finally giving Mii's another chance. With the release of Miitopia back in May of 2021, Disney Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition released in December 2021, and Mii Use and Mario Golf Super Rush, Mii's are getting more attention now than they have in years, which is awesome. This definitely seems like a good thing, and it feels like they're slowly bringing back Mii's. One of the most viewed videos from this past Nintendo Direct was Switch Sports, currently reaching over 1 million views. It shows how important Mii's really are to Nintendo's history. Mii's have played a huge part in each Nintendo console since the Wii, and making a huge breakthrough with the Nintendo 3DS. They've always been a part of the Nintendo Switch, but a smaller part of the console compared to previous ones. Along with the failure of the Wii U, the self-made avatars began to fall off for a lot of players. After the flop of the Wii U, Nintendo distanced themselves from the Wii U branding. They needed a fresh start, and the Mii's had to take a back seat, unfortunately. There's still a Mii Maker on the Switch, of course, but Mii's didn't take a front seat like they did with the Wii, the Wii U, and the 3DS. Mii's were kept in games like Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but these were, of course, a must-have. Nintendo switched up its brand identity to keep up with different times, and Mii's were put to the side. As the Nintendo Switch has been very successful and doing much better than the Wii U, Nintendo feels more comfortable with the Switch's success, so they can now bring back Mii's without any worry. The Mii's are definitely less of a hazard now, especially as Wii-era players come to the Switch. When the Switch was first released, they put out a game called 1-2 Switch, which I'm sure all of you remember. It definitely reminded a lot of us of the novelty that Wii Sports had. But instead of using Mii's, they decided to use humans, which was an odd choice, but this is purely because the Wii U had such a commercial failure. They didn't want fans to see the Nintendo Switch as another Wii U, so they put the Mii's aside and really focused on making the Switch a brand new, new generation console for fans. Whether you notice it or not, Mii's are really important. They've been a fan favorite for so many years now, but it didn't always start out that way, I don't believe. We've come to grow and love them over time though. If Nintendo could establish Mii's as more of a main part of the Switch, like they did with previous consoles, it would make the system more recognizable and inviting for new and old players alike. These characters have brought a lot of joy and laughter to a lot of people. They're a staple in Nintendo history, what can I say? A quote from Satoru Iwata speaks volumes. Only a handful of characters can last for 1, 2, or 3 decades. And with that being said, Mii's have been going since 2006. Here's a prototype designed and created by Miyamoto for the Famicom of Mii's, proving that Mii's were in the making for many, many years. The fact that Mii's went from this to this is huge. Nostalgic for many players, Mii's seriously need to make a huge comeback, and it seems like they are. With Nintendo breathing new life into Mii's, they're better now more than ever. In Miitopia, you can create almost anything you come up with, from realistic people to your favorite anime character. The new hairstyles and colors are a huge addition as well. In Switch Sports, Mii's now have hands instead of little balls at the end of their arms, which I think is a great addition. And Disney Magical World also had this option too, where they had hands, or not option, it was just a part of their characters. It was just a part of their character design. But I love that Mii's have hands. In some games, I think that they should definitely make that a staple thing for Mii's. It's awesome. In Disney Magical World 2, you can dress up in different clothes and accessories while playing alongside your favorite Disney character. The remakes and remasters of some of the most loved Mii games coming to the Switch gives us all hope for more Mii content in the future. And of course, our favorite Tomodachi Life. which makes me think that in the future they will probably make a new game for the Switch. Tomodachi Life was on the Nintendo DS and the 3DS, better off known as Tomodachi Collection on the DS though. I have high hopes, now more than ever, for a new game in the series to come to the Switch. With more and more Mii games being announced in the past year, it gives us hope that Nintendo has finally decided to give these beloved characters a chance again. I feel as if they're slowly trying to bring them back, being conscious of their Wii U mistakes, but knowing that fans really enjoy Mii additions in their games. They see that we still love them, and I fully believe that they're listening. I mean, come on, what motivates Nintendo more than happy fans? Money, that's right. And how many Mii lovers will shovel our hard-earned cash just to finally see our Miis on more Nintendo Switch games? A bunch of us. That's how many. Does Nintendo have us by the throat? Probably. But at least we have more Miis now than we did upon the Switch release. I want to know, what are your thoughts about Miis? Or just Miis in general, not even the games that are released. Are you glad to see them slowly coming back, or do you not really care? I know a lot of you out there are extremely happy to see a lot of these characters being talked about by Nintendo, and even having new games released in the near future. The talks of that is exciting alone. Something I'm also really curious about, what is your favorite Mii game? Mine, of course, is Tomodachi Life, but the Miitopia Mii Maker is the best freaking thing to happen to Miis in years. So it's a close second. Just for the Mii Maker alone, though. I definitely want to compile a list of Mii games or games that have Miis in them so we can take a closer look at what's out there. But that'll be a different topic for another day. So I hope this gives you guys some insight as why Nintendo has laid off of their Mii content and why they're slowly bringing it back as time passes. That freaking Wii U, man. I think we can all agree that we want to punch the Wii U in the face. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. I adore you all. Bye-bye. Smooch.